The Yobe state government is reviving its response team in order to meet the immediate needs of victims after a windstorm and flood killed many and destroyed properties. At an emergency coordination meeting with partners in Damaturu, the Commissioner for Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management, Dr. Govt, revealed that 11 local government councils in the state have been affected by these natural disasters. The Executive Secretary, Yobe State Emergency Management Agency, Dr. Mohammed Goje, joins us from Damaturu, the state capital, to give us an update on the situation. A pleasure having you with us, Dr. Goje.
Pleasure is mine. Thank you very much.
Now, can you begin by telling us about the reactivation of the response team for victims? How is that looking?
At the moment, as directed by His Excellency Governor Malabuni, all hands must be on deck, and the process has to be speed so much such that victims will receive all the response and support they needed within the shortest possible time. The team has been reactivated, and this involves bringing partners that are humanitarian partners that are resident in Yobe on board, analyzing the gaps and challenges, and presenting to them so that they can complement the effort of His Excellency Governor Malabuni. As of today, we have already compiled all our resources. We have reached out to UN OCHA and other partners resident on ground, and the gaps already disseminated to partners, and we're trying to ensure that the response is coordinated and responded immediately. Communities have been profiled, victims have been profiled, already response from government in terms of food baskets to those worst hit communities has reached. Those that are receiving medical attention have since been discharged in government hospital and are treated free. So the state is leading the coordination, and we are sure that though it's a natural disaster, we're sure that those that are already affected will receive the best response from the state government.
Now, beyond putting up a formidable response team, what control measures is your agency putting in place for areas that have been marked as flood areas?
The control measures we put in place is, one, we invited traditional rulers to disseminate the message in their respective religious leaders in mosques and places of worship. People should stop putting debris along waterways, and those that were flagged high-risk areas, especially those that were already advised to relocate, should do so immediately, because the trajectory and the history of this flood, it takes back us up to like 1973 from the community we interviewed. So there are high tendency that more is coming. We're not praying for that, but the indices and the prediction has clearly said that, and it has warned us. And we're more advocacy, clearing of waterways, and also advising those that are in waterfront risk areas to relocate to upperland areas, and they are cooperating. Already one of the local government chairmen has led his team to relocate some communities, and they are already cooperating. And government is planning to provide all the necessary resources needed for shelter, household livelihoods for their relocation.
Now, we know that a lot of lives and properties have been lost, but on a final note now, can you quickly tell us a word that you want to tell these people, especially those still living in flood-prone areas?
The magnitude of the current flooding is high. We advise them to relocate immediately. We advise them to use our hotlines to call our attention if they need any support for relocation. Our teams are on alert. Presently, all the LDS who have activated volunteers, they are on alert to support this process. So, but the most important thing is, once you are advised to relocate to the upperland area, while government is doing everything possible to support and cushion the hardship they are going through.
The Executive Secretary, Yobe State Emergency Management Agency, Dr. Mohammed Goje, a pleasure sharing your thoughts with us on the program.
Thank you very much.